ॐ ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः ॐ श्रीवेदव्याससद्गुरवे नमः विदुरसद्गुरवे नमः समस्त ऋषिमुदेवताभ्यो नमः श्रीमन्महाभारत उद्योग पर्व प्रजा पर्वांतर्गत विदुर नीति शास्त्रे सप्तमोध्याय विदुरोवाच yesterday's was what the shloka ki sattvatam bhayam nasti, there is no fear in all these most frightening situations to this person. Who is that? Sattvavan. And what is sattva? We spoke yesterday the three things. The sattva is the physical strength, the sattva is the purity, the sattva is jnana. Knowledge, purity, and the strengths, all the strengths. When one has God, he will not be afraid in all these situations. Means he will know what to do and he will have the abilities to do, and he does to conquer those problems or those negativities or those challenges or those obstacles or impediments or the hindrances. What are they? So Kantare. Kantara means the deep jungles, Vanadurga in the terrible places of the forest as well as the mountains. These are all subjectively we have seen. In the deep jungle of our own negative qualities. I say in the vana of all the animals. Durga means in the difficulty of doing all the positive values. इस तरह से आप convert कर लेना. Everything I can't compare and tell. Main thought I am sharing. Vanadurgeshu. Then Kruchrasu. Kruchras means the difficult situations that come in our life. Health crisis, body crisis. Apatsu means almost the threatening of life. Then Udyachetsha Shastreshu, where you have to fight the war to get a victory, or you have to lift your bow and arrow to get defending yourself. No, India has all these problems in its borders. Kantare, the deep jungles where these Naxalites trouble us. Then Vanadurgeshu, all these borders where huge mountains are there, China border. मैं पता नहीं वहाँ कहाँ से वो लोग आएंगे पता ही नहीं चलता अभी तक तो ठीक है. Then so to Kuchra. Kuchra means what? Always inner and outer crisis in the nation. The pandemics kaho, the too much of rains kaho. Apatsu is these terrorist attacks. So many accidents every day happening. Bechara. Then also Udyateju Shastreshu again. Hamesha border countries ready putting all their weapons against us. But the India, if Sattvatam, we are intelligent how to have the international relations. In spite of our India's goodness, the other countries doesn't know. That means they are stupid fellows. The whole globe is useless then. It will have to resolve. India is never inimical to anyone or harmful to anyone. India and Indians cannot. Hindus, true Hindus. Exceptions तो हर जगह होता है. Hindus are not cunning or Rakshasas. Some of them they may be misguided, but the Hindu thought is always go with the entire world. So that sattva of knowledge, that we are global citizens, all of us. Every nation is part of total world. This thought is touching everybody's heart. Therefore, even if they don't love us, they don't hate now in the world, except Pakistan, China, for their nonsense reasons. Nobody hates ours. So the Dubai log, Iran wale, even Afghanistan loves us, the Taliban government. Not only for selfishness that we do the trading, but our principles. That's called sattva. Because we don't harm. In our genes, it is not there. Selfishness or harming others, and it's not there. Procuring others thing, it is not there. If India has got that idea of दूसरों का खींच लो, कोई भी देश टिकता नहीं इंडिया के सामने. Because I will do all my upasana and puja to make everything mine. मैं कहता हूँ सन्यासी मेरे को क्या रखना है, तुम ही रख ले. Our our roots are Tyaga and Vairagya, not Bhoga and taking everything from others. That is Rakshasa. All other, उनका वो दिमाग हमारा ऐसा नहीं है. Therefore, this sattva is helping us in the world. So to the sattva, other one is what? The strength, the knowledge to high, but strength. Economically, we are strong now. We are supplying how many thousands and thousands of talented youngsters, hard-working youngsters to entire world. These stupid fellows going to America and China, they think, or the Germany, Australia, they are going for their earning. That is their dimag. But there it is a divine providence that these people have to serve there. टोटल में हायर लेवल में क्या होता है इनको नहीं पता. You are required there. So India is supplying intelligentsia, goodness, value, spirituality to the entire world, helping the world to become barbaric. See these 9 days of Navaratras, how beautiful it is. All Muslims want to do now the Garbha Nutyam. Because they touched by it. Lakhs of people gathering, remembering the mother, listening to bhajan, doing all the dance and all. What a beautiful thing it is. This is called another sattva. Sattva of knowledge, sattva of energy, sattva of purity. Sattva guna kehte hain. Those who have, they have not got any fear in these things. Clear? Itna kafi hai. Now the next sloka is about bhuti, as we studied just now in Upanishad. Bhuti, the word used here is something different. Moolam bhavaha. Bhuti is bhava, same. Bhu, bhava, bhuti, bhavati, bhavanti, same root. So, bhavasya moolam vidhi. These are the reasons for prosperity. These are the causes for getting development individually, totally. What are the shloka? Uttanam samyamodakshyam apramado dhrutihi smrutihi samiksha cha samarambaha vidhi moolam bhavasyatu. 7 qualities are told for sustained prosperity, sustained growth. Yeah. Suddenly, by some default or thing, people will grow, companies grow, nation grows, but again they collapse. That's why the sustained development, sustained improvement are the common words that are used in all the worlds, corporate world, everywhere. We have to sustain. More efforts are on sustaining growth, not abrupt growth, thereafter collapse. वो तो कैसे भी कर सकते हैं, कोई भी करेगा वो. Sustaining growth. Everything they are doing, sustaining energy resources, sustaining crops, सब चीजें ऐसे कर रहे हैं. We have to have the sustaining prosperity. लगातार. It's a very intelligent thing it is. Keeping that in mind only, lot of money earned and given for children, grandchildren. So too, for sustaining of the temple, then the land, etc. is given for the temple. So that it should sustain. Everything is sustainable, recyclable and sustainable. Like the Lord made water. It is sustainable, recyclable. It will go to become H2O if it is not required. H and 2O become together and then it comes as water. So too, the sustained energy of Lord Sun, the sustenance of the winds continuously, the sustenance of the seedness in every seed. So sustained prosperity. 7 things. First, उत्थानम. सबसे पहली पॉइंट क्या है ना, सो के बैठ के नहीं रहना मूर्ख बेवकूफ की तरह. First, get up and wake up and stand up. Utthanam is that. In that, everything is there. Getting up, waking up, tightening the sleeves and rolling up the sleeves, tightening the belts, then start moving, taking initiative. All of that is called Utthanam. See, at whatever level of our life, whatever we think we need to have, we have to take initiative to get it. If you don't think it is not needed, then keep quiet. But if you have desire in the mind and you are not taking initiative, then you are murkha. That's called mithyachari in Gita. Karmendriyani samyamya. He is not doing anything, but he aste manasa smaranindriyarthan. He is going on thinking about the things in the mind. Vimudha is a बेवकूफ है वो, मिथ्याचारस्य उच्यते, his wool gathering in the mind, imagination is मिथ्या है. दो ही चीजें जिंदगी में होना है. चाहिए तो काम करके पाओ, नहीं कर सकते हो तो चाहत को छोड़ दो. If you can't do and get, then give up the desire. If you want desire to fulfill, work for it. Like I want 10 friends. Then be friendly and talk to them, tell your nature, goodness, and sustainingly what you have to do to maintain and do that. You can't do all that, I don't have time. Then desire drop करोगे having दोस्तों को. Be with yourself. Is it not? Like in my case, I had a desire. A lot of people should listen to class. Then I was not able to do anything for that. Therefore, I could have the desire. I said, Bhagavan, अब आपकी इच्छा है. Mind is शांत. Just like you have no care or value whether Swami is speaking or not, I also developed that. Learning from you, whether you come or not, who cares? You taught me. I have to send you Guru Dakshina. If I want, I must work. I should go to media, this, that. करो तो क्यों नहीं होगा? बिना किए नहीं होता. अब जो चाहते हैं उसके लिए जो करना ही पड़ेगा. Is it clear? We have to do utthanam. Getting up and taking initiative. Prosperity तभी मिलेगा. बैठे बैठे रहो तो इवन बड़े पहाड़ जैसे पैसे भी खत्म हो जाते. तेलुगु में कहावत है, కూర్చొని తింటే కొండలైనా కరిగిపోతాయి. हो गया? That much is enough for you. On this aspect, do the homework remaining. Second one is samyama. Second reason for prosperity is samyama. Means what? Self-control. It's a big word. Self-control in all aspects. Mainly the indriya ityadi. If that is not done, whatever the things we are earning, we will waste that in that only. Mainly samyama is indriya samyama. If you don't have, you will just spend out all the money. You should not be miser also. Lot of money is there, you are not enjoying. So too, you should not be spendthrift. That every salary is spent by the time of 10th or 15th of month, next 15 days living on credits only. And I have observed in my life, in many cases, I can't say every case, in many, not even most what I use, people are in poverty not because they are truly in poverty. It is because two reasons. One is what? They are lazy, don't want to work. Second is they too much of spending. The typical example is Sri Lanka. They are lazy and they are spendthrifts. See the cricket match होते तो इतने लाखों आ रहे. You know, these some states like Bihar, Orissa, UP, now they are all improving. It's all our states only. Even to some extent they joined Andhra. More lazy, less working and more consumption. Naturally वो ऐसे ही रहेंगे. Are you understanding? Laziness, not working, and whatever they unnecessarily spending, then you remain. In some places, when I wanted to give some charity, and little deeper analysis, I found ये fellow तो जो मैं दे रहा हूँ बेकार में खर्चा कर रहा है. It doesn't have value. I stopped giving and not working. You are working without laziness, control your expenses, yet you don't have sufficient money for your survival. Then only we should give money. Otherwise, we'll only encourage the lazy fellow as well as encourage the spendthrift fellow. And the best encouragement we do to create the people as lazy as well as a consumer is your own children. Look at your children like daily laborers. If they work, then only give them food. Then only they will know the value of the food or money which you are giving. Otherwise, he will be habituated to this bhoga, but not to the hard work. Then he will go by the wrong means. Because you need money for bhoga, but the righteous hard work he never learned. Therefore, he will go for all the gotala. The gotalas or the cheatings which are happening, in the world. Who are doing it? People. Which people? Who were children at what time? Who are misguided? The parents only. How? By telling them to become a lazy fellow by giving them so much of feeding. How? Right from beginning, if you account to that fellow, for every food he is eating, every cloth he is getting, you get work from him. You will know the value of it. From that root level only, the gene, great people come. If somebody is country को लिए देश के लिए इतना सोच रहा है कोई बंदा, suddenly overnight नहीं होता वो. From the childhood, those samskaras are given. Remember, otherwise it won't just happen. It's not easy to manage the mind and inspire the mind for the higher things. Becoming PM CM to serve the praja and the nation and state, becoming PM CM for the sake of power, totally different. Others are power mongering, therefore they want power for enjoying powers. Others are seva wanting, therefore to do the seva they want power. You should know in your country who are really देशभक्त and देश सेवक. ये तो हमेशा होते नहीं, जो बोलते हैं ना उनको बचा कर रखना. अब उनके हाथ से पावर निकाल कर जो पावर मॉन्गरर्स को उसको दोगे, उनका नाम भी ऐसे भी होता है पावर वगैरह, पूरा सत्यानाश फिर से कंट्री विल गो बैक 70-100 years back. And we are now reaching to the top position, we'll just topple only. Samyama is the word, for that this is the meaning. Never, all the vibhuti will go. These 9 days, India, thousands and lakhs and crores have fasted. How many crores of rupees saved? Do you know that? Both on eating and also because of overeating, the disease आ गए तो उसके लिए मेडिसिन का 1,000 करोड़ तो बच गए होंगे इंडिया के इन 9 दिनों में. संयम. And so too the excessive, all the using of the electricity, petrol, all that if you can curtail, कितने दिन में हम देखो $5 trillion टच करेंगे? नॉट एट ऑल फॉर. संयम व्यक्ति प्रॉस्परस होता है. एवरी इंडिविजुअल शुड थिंक इन द होल नेशन. हो गया? 3 हो गए. वन इज उत्थानम, सेकंड इज संयम, 2 ही हो गए. थर्ड वन इज दाक्ष्यः. दाक्ष मीन्स दक्षता, talents and abilities and capacities. These are the things to be inculcated regularly to succeed in prosperity. Nowadays in competitive world, you can't do only one work. You have to be multi-talented. You have to involve in many things. Then only sufficient money. Wife and husband, both of them have to work in two jobs. Then only they can manage their house, they can manage the parents, and they can manage their all social nonsense. Social nonsense. So for that only ज़्यादा पैसा आजकल खर्च होता है. Going to club and spending 2,000 rupees. Going in car घूमने के लिए spending 10,000 रुपए. Going to the cosmetic shop and getting made up all this nonsense. Going to the hi-fi shops and throwing the money and buying a 200 rupees shirt for 20,000 rupees. Every nonsense is happening. Yesterday I got this thought, I couldn't share it anyone. पता नहीं मेरे को नहीं कि 9 दिन जिन्होंने फास्ट किया, एक वक्त खा के 2 वक्त छोड़ा, वो 2 वक्त का खाना कोई गरीब को देना चाहिए था. We have fasted, but that food can be given to other jivas or to any brahmanas, any sadhu. ये डबल पुण्य हो जाता है. एक तो उपासना नियंत्रण से भगवान को तृप्ति किया, then I did not eat, but that food I gave it to others. That is the completion of the upasana. I got very powerful. I couldn't share because nobody in touch with me nowadays. So that is how. Dakshata. Dakshata is what? Increase all abilities and capacities. Nowadays, to sustain, we have to know a lot of talents and do. नहीं तो नहीं होगा. नहीं तो then remain in your own mediocre way. The point talked about here is what? Bhavasya moolam. For more, not security. Prosperity and growth, if you want, you have to go on developing your dakshatas. And everybody is doing this nowadays. They go on adding things to increase their bhoti. That way, everywhere there's multiple things. In petrol pump, you get cold drinks and biscuit packet. इसका उसका कोई संबंध नहीं क्या? But he says people come for loading petrol and in that car children will be there. और ये चीज दिखता है तो मांगेंगे तो हमारा सेल बढ़ेगा. Both ways. In the consumer shop, they sell petrol. In the petrol pump, earlier petrol इधर वो उधर होता था. You interesting. I'm talking about dakshata. Every day our capacity should grow. Don't remain only as person without developing any talents. Fourth one is apramadaha. Fifth dhruti, sixth smruti, second samikshesa samyak arambaha. The literal meaning I will say today, tomorrow we'll complete it. That apramada is throughout the Upanishad we are studying that only last 1 week. Pramado na kartavyaha, never be inadvertent. Dhruti is patience, perseverance. Smruti is good knowledge and memory. Samarambaha samiksha means don't take any initiative without thinking the pros and cons. These are the 7 points. Vidhi moolam bhavasyatu. This is a moolam for the bhava, the prosperity. In the same way, next shloka, what is strength for what? 4 examples of 4 types of human beings are told. Tapobalam tapasanam brahma brahmavidamalam. This is the most relevant shloka for us because we are studying our shastras also. That's how beautiful is this text with Neethi. Unfortunately, we are not able to give sufficient importance, time or value to it. Never mind, आएगा उसके लिए जिंदगी. ओम शांति शांति शांति. उसके लिए भी